Hi Libra, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. See what's going on for you, Libra. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Libra spirit, for their highest good. All right, Libra, let's see. So it says, fogged in, go slow and take your time. So you may not be seeing things clearly right now. You may have a lot on your mind and not really focusing. So be careful on everything that you do, especially on decisions. You have voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Good for you. Yes, definitely. Feel the love in everything. Have gratitude. Have happiness. You know, it comes to you, it goes through you. You know, share it. Okay, share your love with everyone. Be happy, Libra. Be happy. All right, so let's see what's going on, Libra. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right, here we go. One for the current. One for the, oh, nice. One, that was for the situation. One for the past or now. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Oh. And you did get the King of Cups for the end of the tarot card reading. You're very tired. You know, you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. Maybe contemplating a decision and really reviewing everything. I also feel like you just know how to handle everything that's going on right now. You are certainly trying to keep your emotions very balanced. You know how to handle things. You start off with the Empress card here, Libra. The Empress is talking about you know, abundance, you know, having compassion, having a lot of ideas, being very inspired, putting it out there. There could also be somebody around you pregnant. Could also be like kids around you, something like that. It's beautiful. I like that card. And then you have the Hangman here. The Hangman is saying that really look at things differently. I feel like you could be waiting on something also, like maybe you're waiting on some kind of message or something. Yeah, I feel like you're just waiting on something. I feel like you really need to start letting go of the past though, because you really hold on to that. You have the Hermit card here for the hopes and for the past or now. I feel like it's now. I also feel like you really need to go within and try to clear your energy, try to meditate, you know, because I do feel like you hold on to a lot still. Also too, I feel like there could be somebody coming in to teach you something, or maybe you're going to learn something also. You have the Sun card. Okay, yeah, I have the Sun card here. The Sun card is talking about being positive in everything, you know, seeing the joy, having gratitude, just complete happiness, because the sun is shining on you. You know, you are the light. You do have the Six of Cups down here. The Six of Cups is talking about, you know, being very nostalgic, thinking of old times, thinking of childhood memories, you know, the way it was back in the day. It's like you wish you could be, I feel like you wish you could be back with your siblings or be back in that time mode or frame. You do have the Knight of Wands here. Don't rush into anything. Be careful what you're doing on everything, okay? Because like I said, you know, you may not be seeing everything clearly right now. And then you have the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles is talking about, you know, you're still feeling very disappointed about everything that conspired or went on. I do feel like you know, you're just like really hurt. You're hurt about everything that has happened in your life, everything that, or just something in your that's happened, and you're hurt about it. And I feel like with the Strength card here, I feel like you need to find your strength and your confidence, you know, and not let that get in the way, okay? Because, you know, the Strength card is about, you know, finding her courage, being able to rise back up and do what she needs to do to accomplish what she set out to do, and that's you. Okay, so like don't let any of this get you down, like anything from the past, or you need to continue to think about things like that. Just really just try to keep moving on. Wow. All right, so Libra, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right. The Empress. Why is the Empress here? One more card. Wow, that is nice. Definitely. So you are definitely moving forward. You do have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune here. Like your luck is changing for the better. Things are going smoother. I feel like new things are coming in because the cycle is about to close for you, and your luck is changing for the better. I also feel with the Chariot card that you're moving forward past all these, obstacles that you were going through. I also feel like you could be moving very soon, from resident to resident. I also feel like you could be traveling also, but definitely in control and moving forward. So good things are coming in with that abundance card, also with the Empress. So it's nice. You have the Hangman here. Why is the Hangman here? Wow, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, so with the Hangman here, I do feel like you could be waiting for somebody. I feel like you really need to step back and look at things very different in your angle. Like what are you looking at that's making you think the way you're thinking? I also feel like you really need to just like surrender all that past that you continuously think about, and you really need to let that go. Okay. You do have the Ace of Cups here. Wow, nice. So with the Ace of Cups, I feel that there is that new beginning here. There is a new path that you're on right now. But with the Ace of Cups here being in the situation, I feel like you need to have that compassion and forgiveness. Okay, because I feel like you really need to let whatever it is that you're holding on to go, because you really hold on to it. And I feel also too for some of you guys that you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting for an apology. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to come back in to give you an apology. But remember that it works both ways. Okay, so you can do it too. So I mean, it's free will, whether you do it or not. But I feel like you need that compassion and that, because your emotions are all over the place. I feel like they're like sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel happy, and sometimes you play it off as being happy. And I feel like you're acting like nothing's bothering you, but when it is, you're still thinking about the past, still about everything that has hurt you, that disappointment that came through. And I feel like you really need to have that forgiveness and that compassion. With the Two of Cups, I do feel like there is somebody, or you're making a decision about something. I feel like you need to make that decision from the heart. I also feel like there could be some kind of offer coming in. I feel like there could be something for you, that somebody's going to represent you, something like some kind of offer coming in for you. So that's nice. You have the Hermit card here in the past or now. I do believe it's now. I feel like you're looking for answers also. And I also feel like you could be learning, like you could be a teacher to somebody around you. Like, people look up to us, whether we like it or not, whether we know or not. There's kids that look up to us. There's people that look up to us. You're a role model for everyone. And I feel like you could be teaching somebody, or they could be looking at you as a teacher. And I also feel like you really need to go within and clear your mind, because right now you're not really thinking as well as you should be. You're not as you're really as not how can I say it, focused as enough to make clear decisions, and you really got to be careful when you're making all these decisions. But I do feel like there is a lot of love here, but like I feel like you just need to have that forgiveness. Like have forgiveness for yourself. For yourself. if anything you cannot forgive the other person, have forgiveness for yourself, no matter what the situation was, because you need to. You have the Sun card here. Why is the Sun card here and what's hidden? Wow. So, you definitely have, wow, you have the Sun card here. So the Sun card is like telling you, you are the light, you're very positive. Things are you're going to start feeling happy. You're going to feel the love from everywhere, feel the love, be happy, be positive in everything, because the sun is shining on you. Also feel like you have the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about, having that material success, creating that strong foundation for yourself and others, and I feel like you're going to achieve that because you have been working very hard. I feel like you've been working hard. I feel like you've been working with other people, or you're just working very hard and people are noticing it. And I feel like the abundance is coming in. It is going to come in somehow, but there's something there about it coming in. Okay. I also feel like you could be collaborating with somebody. I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and family also, that people recognize all that hard work, that you're doing, and it shows. So it's really nice. Maybe also too, I feel like you're working well with other people also, but you are going to have that material success, which is very nice. You have the Six of Cups down here in the hopes and fears. Why is Six of Cups here? Wow. Wow. All right. So, I feel like also too that a lot of you guys are going through a healing because you have been going through a huge transformation. Things have changed for you. A lot of things have changed for you. And I feel like you think about the past a lot, about your siblings, or, just memories in general about the past. Could be about anything, about people that have passed also. But I feel like, you're really in that, you're healing from a lot, They're asking you to rest. Take it easy because you're very divinely guided. People, the divine is watching over you, but you also need to rest too, because when we go through a healing or these emotions or this big, huge transition like you are, you need to rest. When you feel like you need to rest, take a nap. When you feel like you need to just like take a day off, because it's your body and your physical mind and your mental mind is changing. It's like we're trying to release everything that's going on. So you may not be able to, see things really clear, but you're still seeing things. So just know that. I feel like you have a lot of support from friends and family. Also feel like you could be having celebrations. And I feel like at times that you want everybody there, even the ones that have left. I feel like sometimes you just want everybody there. Like you just want to be happy, But, just know that you do have the support from friends and family around you. You have the Knight of Wands for what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. So you have the Hierophant now on here. So, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles, but you start off with the Knight of Wands. So that's very nice. It's just that you just need to really, really pay attention. Okay. Really, but not really rush into things. Okay. Try not to move fast on anything, commit yourself to anything, But I feel like you're very fierce, like you're non-stoppable. Like you want to go do different things, like you want to start something, you want to do something, you just want to keep yourself busy, and that's you. But like they're asking you to really try not to rush into anything, don't make quick decisions, okay? Take your time about things. I also feel like you could be, like I said, looking for some kind of answers. I feel like you're also looking at traditional values or religion values, something like that. Also feel like there could, like I said, there could be, you could be a teacher. There's something about mentor here. Like somebody could be mentoring you or something like that. But I do feel like you're very divinely guided, Libra. And I feel like you just got to really take your time to just clear your mind. Okay. Really do what you have to do to clear your mind and get away from this past that you continuously hold on to, because you hold on to a lot and you need to let that go. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, I do feel like you are definitely going to have a lot of financial opportunities. I feel like you could be beginning something also, because this is a new beginning here. This is a new path, but you are on the right path. You're where you're supposed to be. I feel like there's financial opportunities around you, and I feel like there could be like some kind of message coming through also, which is nice. You have the Five of Pentacles here, and why is the Five of Pentacles here? Wow, one more card. Wow, okay. So, okay. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So, you know, you really are, you know, you've been disappointed. You've been very disappointed, you know. And, you know, sometimes that disappointment stays with us a lot, you know. Sometimes, you know, you hold on to it a lot, and the hurt, you know, the feelings of like, wow, I just can't believe everything has happened. You know, try your best to let that go, okay? I feel like you just got to keep moving on. With the Knight of Swords here, I feel like you still need to really see the truth in things, because there are times when you don't want to see the truth, you know, like you really shy away from like really seeing it, and you really need to, okay? But with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like you need to also follow your heart. There are times when you don't want to follow your heart, and you need to really follow your heart. You know, make decisions from your heart, you know, follow your heart, trust your intuition, things like that. Really try to do that, okay? And then with the Knight, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, don't rush into decisions, you know. Yes, you are moving forward, definitely, but don't jump to it, like all these things that are going to come in, you know, because there are a lot of good things that are coming in for you, Libra, and this is a change of path. This is like a different path you're on, but they're asking you not to rush on things, okay? Really take your time with it. And then you have the Strength card here. And why is the Strength card here for Libra? Wow. Wow. Okay. So you're still holding on to a lot, you know. You're still holding on to this anger, to this frustration. You know, you have it here. You look at these people, and he's trying to fight off everybody, you know. And the thing is that, you know, it's not really what he wants, you know. He's frustrated. Sometimes he gets tired, and it's like, wow, you know, like leave the anger, leave the frustration, because you hold on to it a lot, you know. And sometimes all you got to do is just like have peace in yourself, have peace in your heart, you know. Really try to have peace and just live in the moment and live life, you know. Stop going back and forth, you know, thinking about the past and making you angry and thinking about everything that has happened. You know, leave it alone, let go of it, and just move forward. You do have the Five of Cups here. Also, the Five of Cups is talking about, you know, there are a lot of things that didn't turn out the right way that you wanted them to. You know, maybe there are times that you just can't let go of a lot of things also, you know, but you need to, because there's good things still there. There's good things in this reading. Things have changed for you. You know, you've been working hard. You're going to reap the rewards, you know, but, you know, if you would only look behind you, that there's just, instead of looking at all the disappointments and the things that are going on, look at what's still standing up. It's those two cups that are standing there. You know, they're asking you to really find your strength, to find your calmness, your patience, you know, that, you know, to overcome what's there, because you yourself can overcome anything, you know. So it's really nice, you know. Just really try to leave all this anger, all this regret, you know. Libra, you have the strength to overcome anything that you're going through, you know, but you hold on to it so dearly. You hold on to it so tightly. You know, let it go. Try to let it go. Leave it alone. Let it go, because what is done is done, and you just got to keep moving forward, okay? Do your own thing. Find your own thing and do your own thing. Try to get your mind off of these things. Really try to focus on things, and don't rush on into anything that's going on in your life, okay? Take it easy. All right, so Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.